Hey guys, here the corbinthepanda, and today this is going to be a video that is not like my other ones, as in it's not really going to be so much a comical video, it's going to be something that I'm frustrated about. Basically, I woke up this morning, and it definitely was not morning, it was like 1 or 2 p.m, but like that's not important, that's besides the point, come on people, keep up. Basically, I went on Twitter like I usually do, and I noticed that hashtag Boycott Hamilton was trending, and this is something that caught my eye because I'm a theater person. I hope to be a musical theater major. Hamilton is an amazing musical, and I was like, why the heck are people boycotting it? Like, there has to be some good reason, something like that. I thought it was supposed to be something that has to do with like the fact that like Lin wasn't on the cast anymore because people think that one Broadway cast stays the same forever. I don't really know. But I soon found out what the actual situation was, and I'll kind of break that down real quick. Basically, from my understanding, from what I have gathered, and from the videos I have seen, Mike Pence, VP-elect of the United States of America, VP to Donald Trump, yes, everyone has feelings about Donald Trump, walked into last night's or today's showing of Hamilton, a widely successful Broadway musical that's literally sold out for 2 years. So as he walked in, pretty much the entire audience booed him. What I think the reasons were behind that we will get to later, but that is what happened. At the end of the show, when the entire cast is out in front of the stage doing their bows, the entire cast of Hamilton came out to the front to do their bows like all shows usually do, and one of the lead cast members gave a speech directly to Mike Pence, and all he said was basically, please consider what you saw tonight. When you are in power, please fight for all of us. And basically, I think that was a very fair point to make. But some people do not believe so, hence why Boycott Hamilton is trending. However, most of these tweets are directly aimed at the cast of Hamilton and not at the crowd themselves, and that's my biggest problem with this. Everyone's saying the cast of Hamilton this, and Hamilton did that, and we're gonna boycott the show for this. Why? It's the crowd that booed. If you go to a restaurant and someone punches you in the face, are you really gonna sue the restaurant? No? Yeah, good answer. Because literally, it is not their fault for someone else's action. The cast, crew, whoever's involved with Hamilton didn't slip papers in everyone's seats saying, Mike Pence is coming, everyone boo for him. They didn't say, everyone boo for Mike Pence. They had nothing to do with it. When Mike Pence walked in, it was the crowd and the crowd alone that booed. Now, I understand that booing somebody in a public place who is the exact same kind of patron of whatever you're also spending your money on, you're both equals in that situation. You're both sitting in the same theater watching the same show, both bought tickets, like it's whatever. Everyone's an equal in the theater. But I do understand. Most people, though I do not think it is correct, associate theater with gay people. And I do believe that many people in the theater business, whether you're an actor, a director, a choreographer, or anything, are gay. Mike Pence is a very conservative Republican, and I'm not bashing conservative views, but this is also someone who has said that he would like to take money out of research towards medication to help fight AIDS, and said he would rather redirect that money towards centers who can offer conversion therapy for LGBT people to basically shock them out of being gay, which personally I think is stupid. But to some people, they think that's a good option. I'm really trying not to be biased here. But anyway, I digress a little bit. But the theater is known as a very accepting place, a very welcoming place. Everyone has a place in theater, as long as you're not a jerk, but even they work their way into there somehow, and I don't really understand that, but you know what, that's fine. But because the theater world is such an open and accepting place, when someone who is very not accepting, especially towards a majority of people who run the theater industry, walks into a theater show, tensions can probably raise as we saw tonight. Bottom line with this, I think hashtag Boycott Hamilton is stupid. But as I said earlier, why would you go to a restaurant per se, another customer or a couple punch you in the face, assault you, that's what assault is, and then you say, oh no, I'm never eating here again, and I'm going to be upset at the restaurant because these people who were also buying stuff from the restaurant like I was punched me in the face. It doesn't make sense. If it were something like there was poison in your food, or one of the waiters had punched you, or the chef had punched you, then that's something different because they're directly associated with the restaurant. But if somebody else in attendance does something, that is not their fault. Nobody from Hamilton had anything to do with the booing. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know somebody in the show and they directly told everyone to boo for Mike Pence, then you know what? Hit me up. Also, get me tickets. But honestly, I just don't understand it. From my personal view, I think Hamilton is one of the best shows currently. And that's not because of mainstream hype. Basically, if you do not know what Hamilton is Hamilton is a musical talking about an immigrant, and this immigrant is Alexander Hamilton. He comes to America and does a lot of great things for America, but the bottom line is he's an immigrant. In today's society, immigration is something that's very highly talked about right now, and in the most vocal and the most loud aspect surrounding the topic of immigration, it is mostly people who think that it is a bad thing. Hamilton comes in and says, look, I was an immigrant and I did all of this. The cast is mostly comprised of non-white actors. That doesn't mean that they're all black actors. It means that there are black actors and Latino actors. There's also actors and actresses of Asian descent, such as Philippa Sue, who had one of the lead roles in Hamilton. Most of the cast are of different races and it's comprised of minorities, and I think that that's awesome. Besides shows like The Color Purple, we haven't really had like that big of a name pop out in theater like Hamilton that really talks about how important diversity is and how all people matter. And I think that that's really important. Also, aside from the message, it's such a smart show. Like, the music is incredible. It was composed beautifully. It makes me cry every time I listen to Quiet Uptown. But of course, I know that not everybody has the same views on it. I know people do not like it. You know what? That's fine. Another thing that I saw, people are bringing up the fact that Hamilton is racist for not casting white actors. And honestly, I think that is BS. Mostly because every other show out there is casting white actors. Why are we getting upset over one show? In addition, not casting white actors is strictly a directorial choice. If a director wanted to mix it up so when white people were included, he could very well do that. Once Hamilton gets a different director, it could change forever. It could end up being all white people. We don't know. But it is unfair to call the actors and the crew members and the general story of Hamilton racist because it's not played by white people. Yes, I'm saying that as a white person. Personally, I would love to be in Hamilton because I love the show and I love the message. But if I'm not in Hamilton because it's trying to represent the minorities and I am a white male who is in no way a minority, I'm okay with that. Also, a lot of the people who are bringing up the whole thing about how Hamilton's racist aren't actors. They don't understand like the process of being in a show and what it takes to be in a show and the importance of casting and that kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. It's a lot of people who think that they know what they're talking about who don't know what they're talking about. And then they just look stupid. And then people get angry because they don't know what they're talking about. That's not important for right now. We're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, bottom line, I think Boycott Hamilton is stupid. If you were fortunate enough to get a ticket to a show that has sold out for 2 years, I don't understand why you would not go and see this show. I saw a tweet from someone who said that they ripped up their tickets. That hurts my heart so bad because I want to see this show so bad. But you know what? It's whatever. People will always believe what they want. That's really it. I'm frustrated, I told you why. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, we can talk over there too. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe button is down below if you would mind subscribing to me to see my new content whenever I post it. That'd be really awesome and I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. I love Hamilton. Okay, bye!